Here's a more detailed and immersive breakdown of Episode 7, VIPs of Squid Game. Opening, the aftermath of the marbles game. The episode begins with a haunting silence. The surviving 17 players are led back to the dormitory after the devastating marbles game, which forced them to betray or abandon their partners. The players are visibly broken, some by guilt, others by the realization of their dwindling odds of survival. Gi-hun looks shaken, especially after seeing that Ali is gone, having trusted Sang-woo, who had betrayed him. Se-byok remains cold and reserved, though the pain of her recent loss is evident. Sang-woo appears distant, as if trying to suppress any remorse for his actions. The scene shifts to the masked frontman as he oversees preparations for the next game. Tension builds when he receives news that the VIPs, the wealthy patrons who fund the games and place bets on the contestants, are about to arrive. He orders his workers to ensure everything is perfect. Meanwhile, Detective Jun-ho continues his covert investigation, disguised as a worker. He sneaks into the operations area to gather more evidence, learning more about the games and the organization running them. The arrival of the VIPs. The VIPs arrive in extravagant fashion, greeted by workers wearing gold masks. Each VIP wears an ornate mask styled after an animal, lion, deer, panther, etc., symbolizing their status and personalities. They are led into a luxurious lounge, equipped with lavish furniture, large screens to monitor the games, and indulgent services. As the VIPs settle in, they engage in grotesque conversations, placing bets on the remaining contestants and discussing their favourites as if the players are mere pawns. Their tone is dehumanizing, highlighting their utter detachment from the suffering of the contestants. One VIP, a man in a tiger mask, takes an interest in Jun-ho, who is serving drinks as part of his disguise. Sensing danger but remaining calm, Jun-ho plays along, eventually agreeing to accompany the VIP to a private room. Once alone, Jun-ho incapacitates the VIP, stealing his phone to gather more evidence and sending messages to his contacts. The rules of the next game, the glass bridge. The contestants are brought to the next game arena, a massive hall with a bridge suspended high above the ground. The bridge is made of 2 rows of glass panels, but only tempered glass can hold a player's weight. Regular glass will shatter, plunging the contestant to their death. The players must cross the bridge within 16 minutes, one by one. A new twist emerges. The order of play will be determined by numbers drawn at random. Contestants nervously approach a table with numbers from 1 to 16, struggling to decide whether to go first or last. The first players face the highest risk, as they must blindly choose which panels to step on. Later players, however, might run out of time if they hesitate too long. Gi-hun, unable to decide, ends up with number 15, leaving him near the back. A quiet man, player 1, reluctantly takes number 16, and another panicked contestant takes the dreaded first position. The bridge game begins. The first contestant steps forward, trembling with fear. With no way to distinguish between tempered and regular glass, he randomly picks a panel and immediately falls to his death. The horrifying sight of his body plunging below shocks the other players into silence. One by one, contestants take their turns, some guessing correctly, others falling to their doom. The tension mounts as the bridge becomes increasingly dangerous. Only a few panels are identified as safe, and the remaining contestants must remember the sequence. A mix of desperation and chaos unfolds. Contestants argue, begging each other to move forward while fearing their own deaths. Deoksu, the gangster, refuses to advance when it is his turn, claiming his position as the strongest player. His defiance creates a standoff that halts progress. Minyo, the manipulative player who had a history with Deoksu, takes matters into her own hands. In a dramatic moment, she grabs him and pulls him off the bridge, sacrificing herself to ensure he dies. They both fall to their deaths, leaving the other players stunned. As time runs out, a former glass factory worker realizes he can identify tempered glass by the way it reflects light. Using his expertise, he guides the group forward. However, as they near the end, Sang-woo makes a shocking decision. Seeing that time is almost up, he pushes the glass worker to his death, ensuring his own survival. The final moments of the game. With just seconds remaining, Gi-hun, Se-byok and Sang-woo are the last players left. They sprint across the remaining panels, barely making it to the end before the timer runs out. However, in a cruel twist, the game's organizers detonate the remaining glass panels, sending shards flying in all directions. The survivors are injured, with Se-byok sustaining a deep wound from the flying glass. They are left physically and emotionally scarred, standing on the other side of the bridge as the shattered remains of their competitors lie below. Jun-ho's escape and the cliffhanger. The episode shifts back to Jun-ho, who successfully sends evidence of the games to his police contacts. However, the frontman discovers his identity and orders his guards to hunt him down. Jun-ho narrowly escapes through the facility, using his wits and the layout of the island to stay ahead. The episode ends on a tense cliffhanger as Jun-ho reaches a dead end, with the frontman closing in on him. Themes and emotional resonance. This episode encapsulates the heart of Squid Game, the moral compromises people make under extreme pressure. Survival vs. humanity. Sang-woo's betrayal highlights the erosion of morality when survival is at stake. Class commentary. The VIPs symbolize the apathy and cruelty of the elite, who treat human lives as mere entertainment. Sacrifice and revenge. Minyo's final act reflects the complexity of relationships formed in the games. Moments of loyalty and vengeance coexist. The Glass Bridge game is a masterclass in tension, combining psychological stress with physical danger. The escalating stakes, combined with the juxtaposition of the VIP's casual amusement, leave viewers questioning the value of life in a system designed to exploit it.